Hi, Shana. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing great.
Yes, it's just like that.
Yeah, totally.
As you can tell, we're having a lot of fun
It's
tonight.
been a fun evening. A lot of great conversations tonight. I always enjoy hanging
We
out.
always have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we're such good friends, and we just make each other laugh, which is perfect. That's what friends
Known each other
do.
a long, long time. Makes it so
Yes.
much easier.
So grateful for you.
Oh no, back at you. Grateful for you.
Cool. So
All right.
this brings us to our conversation. It is the friends for whom we are grateful,
Yes.
and the friends who we have that don't always understand chronic pain and what our experiences are. So I was asking Rex what it's like when there are people in our lives, in his life, in my life, who not just don't understand, but end up being talkers, the people who talk behind our backs, and they think we'll never find out that we know they're talking about what it's like in their perception only when we can't show up because we're dealing with pain, we're dealing with things associated with our disabilities, and how that impacts us and what that looks like. So why don't you start with that?
Well, I mean, for me, it's just, I guess it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just being coming around after a near-death experience and all the things that I've been through. It's a very simple matter. I mean, yes, on the one hand, it can hurt one's feelings, it can hurt my feelings, but at the same time, I just kind of look at it like, okay, this is what's going on, and this is how you feel about it, and it's just a really simple solution. Just don't put myself in that situation where, you know, perhaps I count on him as a friend moving forward, or I don't know, I just let it go. Yes, it does. I got to deal with it. That part of it that's kind of disappointing, because sometimes it's something you've known for a long time. But at the same time, it's like, you know, that's cool. It's okay if that's where you're at. Then we can just peacefully part ways, and you know, if we see each other out, you know, keep it a casual hello, and just kind of leave it at that. So, I mean, at this point, like I say, my solution is I just always want to make a peaceful outcome of some type. So I don't want drama. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm not going to make anything like a big deal. Just want to just move through it as peacefully and easily as I can, and just let it go.
Right.
It's easier for all involved. I mean, no hard feelings. It's okay. I mean, it isn't, but it's at the same time, it is. It's okay. Because we've talked about too, there's a lot of also really amazing and wonderful people in our lives that show us the patience that we need, and don't take an offense if we can't make it out somewhere because we're not feeling well or anything like that. So that's the part of that I just want to make a point that just really emphasizes the most, at least from my perspective, is that I just want to take the time to appreciate those that have stuck it out for the long run, that are patient, that are caring, and you know, that are there no matter what.
That's right. Because we do have amazing, incredible friends who are compassionate and who realize how hard it is for us sometimes to get out of the house, or if we can't go, they ask if they can bring us things and help us, and are really, really supportive. And for the nights that we can make it out, they're there to celebrate with us, and they're not just celebrating what it is we're attending, they're celebrating that we made it out of the house.
And sometimes, especially if you've seen somebody for a long time, it's just great. You get that great big giant hug and big smiles and just all that really wonderful energy. Just reminds us why we're here, and why we're alive, and you know, what just, you know, helps us wake up in the day and just actually look forward to that day. It's like, you know what, because there are some really incredible, special people out there.
That's right. And then there's just really hard moments too, where someone's like, well, Shana didn't make it out again. She sure does get a lot of migraines. She sure is sick a lot. Man, that's really bothering me because...
Well, sometimes they take it kind of personal. They don't always really understand that we really are not feeling good on a particular day. That migraine is really severe. When that hits, you really can't do much. You're pretty incapacitated when it hits. So that, you know, I think sometimes it's you know, maybe it's their own insecurities, what they've been through, their own kind of issues that are kind of coming through a little bit, that they have their little doubts in themselves. And I don't want to make light of it at all, but it does sometimes come through to us as, you know, kind of that lack of patience and that lack of understanding. You know, again, I try to be understanding and see all sides of the coin, if you will, all people's perspectives. But at the same time, yeah, sometimes it can be kind of tough. But as I say, if it happens like that, just try to be understanding, and just I remind myself, and I know, just remind ourselves of those that really have been there for the long run, and that when we do get out, they're happy to see us, and we're happy to see them, and it ends up being a positive, wonderful experience. And it reminds us why we're here.
That's right. The real friends who really care and who never say anything negative about it, thank you. We have so much gratitude for you.
I
Thank you
just
for
love
being
you.
in the long haul
Appreciate
with
your
us.
patience.
Oh my God, we
Appreciate
love
your
you.
caring. It
Yes.
means a lot, it does, you know.
It
And we
really
know,
does.
and it's something, I do remember that, and I know
Yes.
you do too.
Thank you.
And no, it's just, if you're watching this, hey, even if I don't know you, just know I love you. Nothing but love,
That's
blessings, and I wish you nothing but the best.
And I've got somebody here who wants to say hi.
Radix has always got to make an appearance.
Radix does. He's right here.
This guy, you don't know it yet, but this guy's a rock star. This guy's
He
a rock
is.
star. He is.
He is the best nurse. When I'm hurting, when I'm feeling bad, when I'm having the worst moments and the hardest days, Radix is right here. And Nurse Radix deserves a lot of credit.
Absolutely.
So thank you. We'll see you
Thank you.
soon.
Peace.
Take care. Say bye, Radix.